Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Can you really install a mini split air conditioner yourself without hiring a professional? I decided to find out, and here's how the entire process went. After finishing the installation and finally getting everything running, I can honestly share my full experience with the COSTWAY 12000BTU mini split air conditioner and heater. Overall, I'm very satisfied with both the installation process and the performance of the system. This model runs on a standard 120-volt, 20-amp circuit, and one of the first things I noticed was how quiet it is. Even though it operates almost silently, the amount of airflow coming from the indoor unit is surprisingly strong. Before starting the installation, I watched several different installation videos online. That helped me understand each step much better, and I simply took my time and completed everything one step at a time. I did make one small modification based on my own experience. Instead of routing the condensate drain with the refrigerant lines, I ran the drain line inside my garage first, then used CPVC fittings to route it through the exterior wall separately. The reason is simple. I've had drain lines freeze solid during very cold weather before, causing the system to shut down completely. By keeping almost the entire drain line inside the insulated garage wall and exposing only a few inches outside, I'm hoping to greatly reduce the chance of freezing in winter. We'll see how that works over time, but I feel much better about it this way. For the outdoor condenser, I chose a solid stainless steel wall bracket. Installing it required careful measurements because the spacing between the mounting arms has very little room for error. Fortunately, everything lined up correctly. I also left about 10 inches of clearance between the condenser and the wall, providing enough airflow for efficient operation while also creating a hidden space behind the unit to neatly store the extra refrigerant line that came from the factory. To improve the appearance even further, I installed an exterior line cover kit, so all of the piping looks much cleaner. I also used a wall sleeve kit, cutting it to the proper length before sealing it in place with caulk. After that, I routed the refrigerant lines and communication cable through the sleeve. As I mentioned earlier, I intentionally kept the drain hose separate from that bundle. Probably the part I was most nervous about was installing a new 20-amp electrical circuit. After watching several detailed instructional videos, I realized the process was much more straightforward than I originally expected. Using 12-2 copper wire, I ran the new circuit from the electrical panel through the garage wall, then outside to a non-fused disconnect box that I purchased from Home Depot. The final major step was evacuating the refrigerant lines. For that, I purchased a vacuum pump and a manifold gauge set. After connecting everything, I pulled a vacuum on the low-pressure side to remove any moisture and trapped air before opening the refrigerant valves. Once the vacuum process was complete, I closed the manifold valve and allowed the system to sit for about an hour as a leak test. Everything held pressure perfectly, giving me confidence that all of my connections were sealed correctly. Throughout the installation, I actually learned quite a bit. Several of the tools and techniques were completely new to me, but taking the time to watch good instructional videos beforehand made the entire project much less intimidating. Now that everything is installed, the system has been running great. One feature I really enjoy is the motorized air vanes. The airflow automatically moves both up and down and side to side, helping distribute the conditioned air evenly throughout the garage, while remaining remarkably quiet. For the first time, I can comfortably work inside my fully insulated garage throughout the year. I haven't had the opportunity to really test the heating performance yet. Last winter, a small portable space heater was enough to make the garage comfortable for working, so I'm optimistic this mini split will handle heating just fine. Even if it doesn't fully meet my expectations during extremely cold weather, adding a small space heater would easily make up the difference. I also want to mention the overall build quality. Everything feels well made. One thing that impressed me was when I prepared the smaller high-pressure copper line for connection. As soon as I loosened it, there was a noticeable release of pressure. That told me the indoor unit had remained completely sealed from the factory until installation, which gave me additional confidence in its manufacturing quality. The outboard condenser was equally well sealed. Even using ordinary hand wrenches instead of specialized torque tools, all of the fittings connected easily and the system proved completely leak-free during testing. If I could request one additional feature, it would simply be a basic control panel on the indoor unit itself. The remote control works perfectly, but having a few backup controls on the unit would provide a little extra peace of mind if the remote ever stopped working. Then again, adding that feature would probably increase the price, so it may not be worth it. For reference, my system is the 12000 BTU model running on a 120-volt, 20-amp circuit. The mini split itself cost me about $595, including shipping. The stainless steel mounting bracket was about $36. The exterior line cover kit cost $33. The wall sleeve kit was $23. The 2.5-inch hole saw was another $10. The manifold gauge set cost $54. The vacuum pump was $55. Altogether, I spent about $806 before sales tax. The only thing I wasn't thrilled about was the $99 shipping charge from COSTWAY. Although considering the size and weight of the system, it's understandable. The unit arrived in 2 separate shipments over 2 different days, and fortunately, everything arrived safely. Overall, after completing the installation myself and spending time with the system, I'm very happy with both the quality and the results. It took patience, a few additional tools, and plenty of research, but in the end, it was absolutely worth the effort. If you have any questions about this product, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.